Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kalam Yahweh Shem Shai Bashem Al Kakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well. Honest to brother pushing his truth across the four corners, with all sincerity. Tons of plenty checking in on the video, get these videos out. We're just gonna go over Isaiah 3 and 9. Kind of going into like the 2/3 and things like that. So yeah, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Alright, and if you read, later on and whatever, well, not later on, not in whatever, but if you read later on, it kind of goes into, Lord smiting Asir, smiting with the scab, the crown of the heads of the daughters of Zion. Just like different curses that come on people. This is talking about our woman, having, bald heads or short hair, like the hair can't grow, especially the southern kingdom, right? Because, Judah is that, royal line, and the women of Judah are really supposed to be the example for the rest of the women of the other tribes, right? Because they were bugging out back then, they bugging out now. The Lord put that judgment upon them. Right? We see here, right, baldness, short hair. Right? They're the only ones that don't have hair, and hair is the glory, of a woman, So yeah, so you can go back to 6. No, 9. All right, to show the countenance that witness against them, they declare the sin of Sodom, they hide not. Woe unto the soul, for they rewarded evil unto themselves. Yeah, man, because the people are wide open with it, man, wide open with their sin, right? And their countenance to witness against it, because you could just see it, man. They be walking around, Jakes in these high heels, Jakes in dresses, Jakes be fucking drug addicts and shit. Jakes be out here fucking adultery. There's videos like that. Like, dudes will go up to a guy that's with a girl and he'll make moves on the dude's girl and like try to take her away from him. You know what I mean? That's wicked, man. That's wicked as hell. Right? But that shit be going on in this society. Right? Oh, it was Jake. Right? And the reason why, we know that it's like that. It's because this book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8, shall come to pass in all the land, talking about America, saith the Lord. 2 parts there should be cut off and die, but there should be left therein. Right? And this is a prophecy talking about America. Alright, that's in the land. 2 parts talking about 2/3 of the nation of Israel should be cut off therein and die, but the third should be left therein, right? Because that third is going to receive that salvation, right? The strangeness of his salvation, beyond all that they hoped for. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and I think 2. Matthew 24, somewhere like 32. Lord shall send his angels across the four corners to gather his elect. If you want to get to like things like 2 Edges 2 as well, yeah. And many more that talk about the salvation of the elect, man. It talks about that in Romans 11 as well. I've gathered to me 7,000 which have not bowed the knee to Baal, which is elect, a certain multitude, which it means a complete number, but it's talking about the elect, right? Will not bow the knee to Baal in these times, by refusing my MLTB and following the way of this damn devil. Not choose the ways of this world, rather choose you know, to worship Yahweh Shem Shai in sincerity, because we can't keep the laws and everything perfect, but we do the best that we can. It rehearse the righteous acts. Alright? And I'll bring the third part of the flyer. You'll find them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, as my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is my power. Yeah, so the third being brought to that fire represents that adversity, which is a part of this truth. Going through adversity, going through chastisement, like it says in Sirach 2, when thou art changed to a low estate, take it cheerfully. It's easier said than done, but the point is that you can't let the stuff that you're going through keep you from, doing this thing, man. If you called to be a prophet, from making sit downs and pushing this truth, man, and being fruitful, even though we go through shit, you still gotta function, you still gotta push, man, because these different chastisements and things like that are there to make you better, to teach you something, to build you up, right? For these times that we're coming to Jacob trouble, right? Where men of the Lord are gonna have to face persecution, right? Humiliation, right? All types of things, man. Even on a light level with the Windows 19 job, like if you want to take it, people would humiliate you. They thought you were crazy or something. Like she just explained, like you gotta tell them what you're in, what you're involved in. You could just be like, hey, it's just against my beliefs, or like I don't really like needles. I don't believe in it. I don't think it works. You could say something else. You can make up a lot of excuses. I mean, I don't like needles. That's the one I personally says. I don't like needles. I don't do needles. Alright. So yeah. So silver are fine. We'll try them as gold is tried. Right. So you read second chapter as well. Acceptable men. Built in the furnace of adversity. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. Alright. So does that not prove that we have the Paleo Hebrew? Right. That we know the Lord's name? Because all these other camps are saying that the name is this and that we don't know what the Hebrew really is, or they trying to say that we going off on the Hebrew, like those guys, TCG Ministries, formerly Genesis, right? Or was IOIC? They say that we don't really know the name. That's why they say God and Jesus Christ. Like it's madness, man. Right? We know the Lord's name. The name is Yahweh. Right? You gotta have faith, right? And reverence, worship Yahweh Shem Shai, man, right? Because we were given, the prophecy says that, we would be given the holy tongue in these times, man, to come back. That's part of us, even with Ezekiel 37, it's part of us getting our skin back, our bones, meat, everything coming back together, is being spiritually alive. Part of it is having the name, man, right? And I will hear them. I will say, he's my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Absolutely, man. Yeah, we call him the Lord right now, man. We just want to get out, get through on the other side, and see that salvation, man. Of course, everything, through, Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We always give praises and all credit to Yahweh Shem Shai, because we can't, save ourselves out of this place. We need to lean on Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Lean on the words of the Lord. Right? That's our rest. Alright. So I'm gonna let that be that. A little edified. And say shalom.